for week 1. Ngayon naman ay dadako tayo sa advanced lessons for week 1 para sa grade 8 project-led learning modules. To introduce our speaker, she is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics at Clarendon College. She worked for 5 years in private school, and currently, she is a Teacher 1 at HHIS Integrated School. Aking pinapakilala ang aking kaguro, Binibining Rachelle Bornales.
Thank you, ma'am, for that introduction. Hello, everyone. Again, I am Miss Rachelle F. Bornales, Mathematics Teacher of HHIS Integrated School. For today, we will be reviewing the Grade 8 Played Learning Modules for the second quarter, Week 1. My topic is all about linear inequalities in two variables. Let's start with lesson number 1, illustrating linear inequalities in two variables. These are the objectives for the lesson. First, defines linear inequalities in two variables. Second, illustrates linear inequalities in two variables. And third, determines if the given point is the solution of an inequality or not. Let us define first a linear inequality in two variables. Kapag sinabing linear inequality in two variables, it can be written in one of the following forms. Ax plus by is greater than c, or ax plus by is less than c. It can be ax plus by is greater than or equal to c, o kaya naman ax plus by is less than or equal to c, kung saan ang coefficients na a, b, and c are real numbers. Tandaan, hindi maaaring maging equal to 0 ang coefficients na a or ang b. Bakit kaya hindi maaaring maging equal to 0 ang a or ang b? Ito ay dahil nga linear equations in two variables. Ibig sabihin, for example, ay papalitan natin dito ang coefficient na a ng 0, it will become 0x or 0 plus by, so matitira na lang ang variable na y. Kaya hindi maaaring maging 0 ang a o kaya naman ang b. Let us identify these given examples, whether they are linear inequalities in two variables or not. So, umpisan po natin sa una. We have 2x plus 3y is greater than 5. So, is it a linear inequality in two variables or not? So, let us see. Okay. So, we have, it is a linear inequality in two variables. Tama. Pangalawa, we have x squared negative y squared is less than or equal to positive 1. So, may x and y variable din tayo at gumamit din tayo dito ng inequality symbol. So, tingnan natin kung siya ba ay example ng linear inequality o hindi. So, ang sagot ay not linear inequality. So, bakit kaya? Okay. Kung natatandaan nyo, sa previous lesson natin, kapag sinabing linear, it means that the degree of the variable is 1 or yung exponent niya ay 1. At dahil dito, meron tayong 2 na exponent ni x and y, so kaya hindi siya matatawag na linear inequality. The next example is x is greater than or equal to 6y plus 3. So, dito, ito pa rin kaya ay matatawag na linear inequality in two variables o hindi? So, tingnan natin yung sagot. Okay, hindi siya siya pala ay linear inequality in two variables. So, tama po, kasi meron tayong dalawang variables na x and y, and also we use the symbol greater than or equal to. And the next one, or the last example is, y is less than 2xy minus 3. So, ito kaya ay linear inequality o hindi? Tingnan natin. So, not linear inequality. So, ano ang possible na reason kung bakit hindi siya matatawag na linear inequality? And since meron naman tayong dalawang variable na x and y na nakikita dito, and meron tayong inequality symbol na less than. So, eto po dito sa ating last example. So, instead na sum ni x and y, so pinakita rito ang product ni x and y, kaya hindi siya matatawag na linear inequality. The solution of a linear inequality in two variables is an ordered pair, x and y, that produces a true statement when the values of x and y are substituted into the inequality. To determine if a given point is a solution of an inequality or not, substitute the coordinates in the inequality. So, ibig sabihin po, infinitely many or marami ang possible solutions ng linear inequality in two variables as long as kapag isa-substitute yung x and y values into the inequality at masatisfy nito at maging true statement, ay magiging bahagi ito ng sagot. Let's have these examples. Aalamin natin kung ang ordered pair ay solution ba ng inequality or hindi. So, the given inequality is 2x plus y is less than negative 3, and the ordered pair is negative 1, 9. So, we have to write the inequality. 2x plus y is less than negative 3. So, we will do the substitution. Substitute negative 1 for x and y for y. So, that's why we have here 2 times negative 1 plus 9 is less than negative 3. We simplify. 2 times negative 1 is equal to negative 2 plus 9 is less than negative 3. And negative 2 plus 9 is equal to positive 7 is less than negative 3. So, we know that 7 is not less than negative 3. So, this statement is false. So, 7 is not less than negative 3. Therefore, negative 1 and 9 is not a solution of the inequality. Another inequality, we have x minus 3y is greater than or equal to 8. And the ordered pair, alamin natin kung ang ordered pair ba na 2 and negative 2 is the solution for this inequality. So we write the inequality here, x minus 3y is greater than or equal to 8. And we substitute 2 for x and negative 2 for y. And then 2 here, and we simplify 3 times. Negative 2 is positive 6 is greater than or equal to 8. And we simplify 2 plus 6 is equal to 8 is greater than or equal to 8. So, we know that 8 is equal to 8. So, this is a true statement. See, 8 is equal to 8. So, 2 and negative 2 is the solution to an inequality. Lesson number 2, differentiating linear inequalities into variables from linear equations into variables. And the objective differentiates linear inequalities into variables from linear equations into variables. Equations and inequalities are two important tools in mathematics. So, an equation is a mathematical statement which shows two quantities have the same or equal values. So, it uses the equal sign. While an inequality, on the other hand, is a mathematical statement which shows that two quantities may have different or unequal values. So, it uses the symbols greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and not equal to show this relationship. At alamin natin kung ano ang similarities between linear equations and linear inequalities in two variables. Okay, first, pareho silang may variables na x and y of degree 1, kaya nga po tinawag na linear. And both can be graphed on the Cartesian plane. So, na ipa-plot natin ang solution sa Cartesian plane. And their solutions can be expressed as an ordered pair, x and y. Okay, so tingnan natin ang pagkakaiba ng linear equation sa linear inequality. In terms of symbol used, so kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina or nakita nyo, sa linear equation ay ginagamit ang equal sign, while sa linear inequality ginagamit ang mga symbols na greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and not equal. As for the sample expression, sa linear equation, meron tayong x plus 2y is equal to 3, kung saan ginamit dito ang equal symbol. While for example, ng linear inequality, we have x plus 2y is greater than or equal to 3 and 3x plus y is less than 7, na kung saan ginamit naman ang inequality symbols na greater than or equal to at less than or equal to. As for the geometric representation, if we are going to plot the set of solutions for linear equation, so we have, it shows a line that may be intersecting, coinciding, or parallel lines, while for the linear inequality, it shows a half plane or plane na kung saan yung shaded region, kagaya dito sa graph, sa example or sa sample graphs na nasa baba, yung shaded region sa linear inequality na sometimes ay kasama o hindi kasama ang line depending on the inequality symbol ay nagre-represent ng lahat ng solutions ng inequality. At ito naman ang sample graph for linear equation. We are now in lesson number 3, graphing linear inequalities into variables. Our objective, graphs linear inequalities into variables. These are the steps to follow in graphing linear inequalities. The first, get the corresponding equation by replacing the inequality sign with an equality sign. Ibig sabihin po, yung inequality symbol ay papalitan lamang ng equal sign. The second step, graph the inequality as a linear equation. So kung paano tayo nag-graph ng linear equation, ganun din ang gagawin natin sa inequality. Kasi nga, papalitan natin ang inequality symbol ng equal sign, kaya i-graph natin siya as linear equation. If the inequality is inclusive or ang ginamit na symbol is less than or equal to at greater than or equal to, we will use a solid line. Okay, kung saan pinapakita nito na ang points on the line are included in the solution set or kasama sa solution ang points on the line. While if the inequality is non-inclusive or gumamit ng less than or greater than, so we will use a dashed line. So this form of inequalities naman ay nagpapakita na yung points on the line ay hindi kasama sa solution set. The third step is, pipili tayo ng test point na hindi kasama sa line at ang coordinates nito ay isa-substitute natin sa inequality. So, ang pinaka-convenient na gamitin test point na hindi kasama sa line ay ang point of origin na 0, 0. Okay, the graph of the original inequality is half plane na kasama ang test point. Or, after na i-substitute ang point of origin sa inequality and it makes the statement true or correct, so kasama siya sa shaded part or sa set of solutions. While, if the inequality is not satisfied by the test point, so the plane does not contain it or hindi siya kasama sa shaded part. So this is a flowchart graphic organizer. So as you can see, Nandito na po ang pagkakasunod-sunod kung paano i-graph ang linear inequalities into variables. Let me show you how to graph the inequality y is greater than or equal to x plus 3. So, showing or using this flowchart graphic organizer para mas madali nating masundan yung steps ng pag-graph ng ating given inequality. So, eto na po. Sa taas nakasulat yung ating given. The next step is to change the inequality symbol into equal sign. So, pinalitan lamang po natin ang ating greater than or equal to symbol ng equal sign para maging y is equal to x plus 3 na siya. Siya ay naging equation para mas madali natin siyang i-graph. Okay? So, paano natin siya i-graph? So, ang ating po dito equation ay y is equal to x plus 3. So, i-apply natin yung ating natutunan sa previous lesson. So, we have here the slope-intercept form. So, ibig sabihin, so kung etong positive 3 ang ating y-intercept, ipa-plot natin siya dito sa ating Cartesian plane. So, eto na yung ating y-intercept. Okay? So, we have positive 3 here. Eto na yung ating point. Ibig sabihin, ang x niya ay 0 at ang y niya is 3 or positive 3. Next, ano naman yung ating slope? Okay, so x lang ang nakalagay dito. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong rise over run na 1 and 1. Okay, so mag-move tayo ng isa pataas or 1 up and move 1 to the right. Okay, so mula dito kay positive 3, so nag-move tayo ng isa pataas and then isa ulit pa kanan. So, that is our slope. So, that is rise over run. Kaya, eto na yung dalawang point natin. And then, i-check natin kung ano yung binigay sa original na inequality. So, that is greater than or equal to. So, kapag greater than or equal to, i-connect natin yung dalawang points with a solid line. Okay? So, ibig sabihin po ng solid line ay kasama ang set of points na to sa ating solution or set of solutions ng inequality. So, para malaman kung alin dyan yung region na shadean natin or set of solutions ng inequality, so we are going to pick or to choose a test point na hindi kasama dito sa line na to. Okay? So, ang pinaka-convenient, kagaya ng sinabi ko, na gagamitin natin ay ang test point or yung ating point of origin na 0, 0. So, ang ating x ay 0 at ang ating y ay 0. So, isa-substitute natin siya sa ating original given or yung ating inequality na y is greater than or equal to x plus 3. Then, so in place of y, we have 0 and in place of x, we replace it by 0. So, we have 0 is greater than or equal to 0 plus 3. To simplify, 0 plus 3 is equal to positive 3. So, 0 is greater than or equal to 3. So, we know that 0 is less than positive 3. Kaya, it makes the statement a false. Ibig sabihin, hindi na-satisfy ng ating test point ang ating inequality dahil false ang sagot. So, ibig sabihin, so, ang shade natin ay ang region na hindi kasama si test point. Okay? So, dahil ito ang test point natin, so ang shade natin yung kabilang part ng ating line. So, kung ito yung line, so we will shade the other region. Okay? Okay, so, ito po yung region na to. This shows or this represents the set of all solutions of the inequality or the set of points that represents all solutions to the inequality at hindi nga po kasama si test point na 0, 0 doon. Okay, let us graph the next example of inequality. X plus 2y is less than positive 2. So, kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina, so we are going to write the original inequality here on top, and then papalitan natin yung ating less than symbol dito ng equal sign para maging equation na siya. And since kailangan natin siyang i-graph sa ating Cartesian plane, dahil ang ating equation dito ay hindi pa naka-slope intercept form o yung ating y is equal to mx plus b form, so kailangan muna natin siyang isolve or gawin ganito. Okay? So, ilalagay natin dito ang ating variable y na may coefficient na 2, and then, since ang ating x dito ay nasa left, ililipat natin dito sa ating right, it will become negative x, and then, we have plus 2. Then, since may coefficient na 2 ang ating variable y, so we will divide both sides by positive 2. And then, so, we simplify 2y divided by 2 is equal to y is equal to, so negative x divided by 2 is negative 1 half x, and positive 2 divided by 2 is equal to positive 1. So our y-intercept here is equal to positive 1, yung ating y-intercept, and our slope is 1 half, or yung ating rise over run is negative 1 over 2. Okay, so now we can plot the points here in our Cartesian plane. So, eto na po yung ating x-intercept na positive 1, eto na siya. So, this is positive 1. Na-plot na natin siya. Then, we will plot our rise over run since negative yung ating numerator or yung ating rise. So, mag-move tayo pababa ng isa, and then, laging ang run natin ay going to the right. So, this is positive 2. So, we will move mula dito kay positive 1, bumaba tayo ng isa, or nag-step tayo, o pababa ng isa, or move pababa ng isa, and then, from here, ay nag-move ulit tayo ng 2 beses pa kanan. So, eto na yung ating pangalawang point. So, eto yung una, eto yung pangalawa. And then, since ang ating original equation, or inequality I mean, is gumamit ng less than symbol, so, ibig sabihin, we will connect the 2 points with a dashed line. Kaya po nakikita nyo dito ay putol-putol na linya, or yung tinatawag natin na dashed line. Then, we will choose a test point not on the line and substitute its coordinate into the inequality. At yun nga po ay ang 0, 0, or yung point of origin natin. Isa-substitute natin yung 0, 0 na x and y values into our given inequality. So, we have 0 plus 2 times 0 is less than 2. So, we have 0. We simplify 2 times 0 is equal to 0. So, 0 plus 0 is equal to 0 is less than positive 2. So, since alam natin na ang 0 ay less than sa positive 2, this test point makes the statement or the inequality true. At dahil true siya, ibig sabihin, kasama si test point sa region na kung saan ay set of solutions ng ating given inequality. So, kasama siya sa shaded part. So, eto na po yung ating dashed line. So, eto yung ating shaded part. So, ibig sabihin, kasama si test point sa set of solutions. We are now in lesson number 4. It's all about solving problems involving linear inequalities and 2 variables. These are the objectives. translates mathematical statements into linear inequalities into variables, and solves problems involving linear inequality into variables. Here are some of the keywords that we need to recall when we are dealing with linear inequalities into variables. So, kailangan po nating tandaan ang mga salitang ito o yung mga keywords na ito upang mapadali ang pag-construct natin ng linear inequalities, most especially when we are solving problems. So, ito ang mga keywords kapag gagamitin natin ang symbol na less than. We have fewer than, beneath, shorter than, lower than, below, or under. And for the symbol greater than, we have also more than, exceeds, above or over, larger than, and higher than. While for the symbol less than or equal to, we have no more than, at most, has maximum value, and does not exceed. And lastly, we have for greater than or equal to, meron tayong keywords na no less than, at least, has a minimum value, and is more than or equal to. When we are solving word problems with inequalities, we need to remember this. First, read the questions carefully. 2. Define variable. 3. Write an inequality. 4. Solve the inequality. 5. Check that your answer is reasonable. And number 6. Answer in a complete sentence. Let us read and answer the given problem involving linear inequality. The sum of 5 peso coins and 10 peso coins is greater than 180 pesos. So what mathematical statement represents the total amount of 5 peso coins and 10 peso coins? Define the variables used. So, to answer, or para mag-represent tayo ng mathematical statement for the given problem, so we will let x be the number of 5 peso coins. And also, y will be to represent the number of 10 peso coins. Now, our linear inequality will be 5 times x or 5x plus 10 times y or 10y is greater than 180 since we found the word is greater than sa given problem natin. And then, we already have the graph na ipapakita natin sa next slide. And for the number of 5 peso coins and 10 peso coins, so malalaman natin sa pamamagitan ng paglolocate ng 3 points para sa, or 3 ordered pairs para sa possible answers. So, eto na ngayon ang ating graph para sa ating inequality na 5x plus 10y is greater than 180. So, kung nakikita nyo, meron na tayo ditong na-locate na 3 points. So, eto yung tatlong points natin na kung saan ay makikita lamang natin sa shaded region para ma-determine natin kung ilang number ba or ilang possible na bilang ng 5 peso coins and 10 peso coins ang meron to answer our problem. So, for this point na na-locate natin, so eto po yun. So, what is our ordered pair? So, the first ordered pair is this one. So, meron tayong x na 5, or sa x value natin is 5, nakatapat siya sa 5, at nakatapat siya sa 17. So, our ordered pair is 5, 17. So, meaning, so there are possible to have 5 na 5 peso coins, or 5 na 5 peso coins, and 17 na 10 peso coins. The next one. Ang next nating point is this one. So, nakatapat siya sa ating x na 8. So, ibig sabihin, our x coordinate or yung x value natin is 8 and nakatapat din siya sa y na 16. So, ibig sabihin, ang ating ordered pair ay 8, 16. So, it means that it is possible na magkaroon ng 8 na 5 peso coins at 16 na 10 peso coins. And then, for the last given point natin na nakalocate dito sa ating graph, so nakatapat siya sa x na 12 and then para sa y is 14. So, it means that it is possible na magkaroon o possible na merong 12 na 5 peso coins and 14 na 10 peso coins. So, we have to answer the next question. Suppose there are 11 10 peso coins. So, ilan daw ang minimum number of 5 peso coins? So, ibig sabihin, ano daw ang pinakamababang bilang ng 5 peso coins? So, to answer this one, so let y be is equal to 11. So, let y is equal to 11. So, we will substitute this value to the inequality. So, yung inequality natin ay 5x plus 10y is greater than 180. So, in place of y, papalitan natin yung y ng 11. So, to simplify that, so we have now 5x plus 10 times 11 is 110 is greater than 180. So, applying subtraction property of equality or of inequality, so, mag-subtract tayo dito sa left side tsaka sa right side ng 110. Para ang matira na lang dito sa left side ay si 5x. At dito naman, to simplify 180 minus 110, so it will become 70. So, para malaman natin yung value ng x o yung minimum number of 5 peso coins, so dahil may coefficient na kasama si x, we need to divide them by 5. So, 5x divided by 5 is greater than 70 divided by 5. So, our x now, makakancel dito yung 5 and the value of our x will be greater than 70 divided by 5. Simplify natin, ang answer ay 14. So, x is greater than 14. So, it means that the minimum number of 5 peso coins is 15 or ang pinakamababang bilang ng 5 peso coins para sa ating solution is 15. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone for watching. So God bless you all.